facilities. Some of them had already been closed for some time. Minnesota officials say that
Abby, what girl?
Each of the facilities that he visited had been visited at least once in the last 6 months. And so far, they found no evidence of fraud. So shouldn't he have to provide actual evidence of fraud before just walking up to a building and saying fraud is happening here?
Who is he? Like, who gave this guy license to go around and say, I couldn't get in the daycare center?
Oh,
the
no. I'm trying to have a good New Year's Eve, ending my vacation, and here we are with one of them 3 girls. No! Who has done this to me? I can't stand the Black Cindy Brady's voice. Yeah, I'm talking about you, biatch. I can't stand her voice. A woman who is non-married, has no kids, is now going to talk about childcare. Okay, I can't wait to hear this. Let me acknowledge the quality guy. I appreciate you, boo. He said, that's MSG, Messy. How dare you talk about the Black queens like that? Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. Shout out to you. So crazy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Yes, this is Tiffany Cross. Tiffany Cross used to be on CNN or MSNBC, child, one of them. I'm assuming it's MSNBC since she's on CNN right here as a commentator, right? And her rhetoric was so disgusting that they had to fire that ass, okay? And then they followed behind with Joy Reid a few years later. But the point is that she has TDS and she's allegedly pro-Black. But let me tell you what she don't have, kids. So what the fuck does she know about daycare? Again, I'm gonna keep calling on y'all that have sent kids to daycare. Everybody always think they know everything. That's why you got people going to Kendra G to be married. Child, I don't know why. She ain't never been married. She ain't gonna be married. Ashley, I'm sorry. Ashley Foot, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. But we want to sit up here and listen to people who have no clue as to how none of this shit works. See, that's why somebody that can say, you know what, I have no idea, but I have to figure it out and go look into it. These motherfuckers, you'll never hear them say that. These motherfuckers, you would never hear them say that. They just gonna sit up here and lie and try to double down, triple down, just to not have to say that they don't know what the fuck they talking about.
This guy licensed to go around and say, I couldn't get in the daycare centers. The doors were locked. Like, nobody should be able to walk into a daycare center because the doors are locked.
The doors are not locked in a daycare center, dumbass.
These random vigilante justice, something that people in this country know a lot about. These random vigilante.
That's code for white people. Vigilante justice, allegedly. That's what she's saying on the low.
Justice seekers who ordain themselves like some sort of law enforcement expert. Like, he's a random YouTuber.
Oh, the YouTuber is talking about a random YouTuber. Don't you love that, y'all? Sorry, y'all. You're going to have to listen to this rant. The YouTuber who got fired from a nationally syndicated program because she couldn't control her fucking mouth and her rhetoric is going to have the nerve to talk about a random YouTuber when that's exactly what she fucking does. Over there with a disgraced ass, alleged bisexual gay man that cheated on his daggone wife on video while doing DRUGS while trying to run for some fucking office down in damn Florida. Yeah, we ain't forget about none of that. And the other ABCD are over there and child, whatever the hell Ange does at this point, okay? So a YouTuber is going to talk down on another YouTuber. I love it. I love the hypocrisy. This is the woman that told ya that you Kevin Samuels, Tariq Nasheed followers need to get behind Black women code for fucking feminists because you don't know nothing, Nick Shirley. First of all, because you white. Second of all, because you're a male. I'm going to say male because he's Gen Z. And you can't go into random daycare centers. A woman who ain't never entered a daycare center because she ain't got kid one. Bitch, shut the fuck up. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but talking. Bitch.
And I just find it laughable that the party of the self-proclaimed pro-life people are celebrating cutting off funding to children. So
now we want to pull in ABs to try to guilt someone into saying you don't really care about the kids. How do you sit up here and say that someone that's pro-life don't care about kids because the funding is stopping from the fraud on where somebody is saying that kids are? So if you're so concerned with kids, shouldn't you be concerned with not being able to see the same kids that are supposed to be receiving these daggone benefits? Do you see the ass backwardness of Black Cindy Brady's mind? She will find a way to support a Democrat because poors, fake poors, middle class, she is D9 boule. So what her job is to make sure that you Blacks, you colors, you African Americans, you FBAs, whatever you want to be called today, shout out to everyone that is here, is to usher y'all's asses over there to vote for anybody who's blue or however they say that shit. That's what they're here for. Help me understand how what she just said makes any sense whatsoever. She's pulling shit out of her ass to try to make this make sense. And she's looking like a fucking fool to anyone with any bit of common damn sense. Please miss me with this bullshit, bitch. Please. Chris, thank you, honey. He said, remember when the illegals beat all the New York City FBA community to the Thanksgiving turkeys? Yes. And food last year? Absolutely. Banana meat tailpipe, as you say. Absolutely. They was out there complaining and whining. Now they out here fighting for the motherfuckers to stay here. Child, this is the problem. Y'all can't stand on business because you're too worried about what somebody else is going to say. I could give a shit about what anyone else has to say. I'm going to make my own fucking opinion. I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. And you can think that I'm whatever the fuck it is that you think. I don't give a fuck. Your opinion doesn't mean that you're right. And mine don't mean that I'm right, but it doesn't matter. I can think what I want and say what the fuck I want because I don't hold you accountable to shit except for bullshit where you're sitting up here lying. I promise you this woman don't know shit about daycares, but she gonna sit up here and try to pull Roe v. Wade out of her ass to try to incense people to feel some kind of way when that has nothing to do with this. She's the person of I don't know what it's called. I don't know if it's called non-pro-life, y'all. Don't come for me. She's the one that basically supports deleting babies, but she's going to try to talk about somebody that supports not deleting babies when we're talking about babies with regard to childcare centers. She don't give a fuck about kids. How? She ain't got none, and she supports ABs. ABs is Roe v. Wade. Thank you, boo. Pro-choice. Thank you. So she is pro-choice, trying to attack someone who's pro-life for fraud in daycares. How do you make this correlation? Because you're fucking insane. You are fucking insane, and people will listen to her.
White evangelical crowd who purports to uphold these Christian.
There you go. There you go. The white evangelical crowd. Pull out the white man, because you can always use that. And again, another example why JD said, this is why it's okay for you to say that you're white.
Christian values are celebrating targeting communities because of their ethnicity and
so there's the racism because of their ethnicity. So she is the 92% that's not going to listen to me that I just said at the beginning of this damn stream, that this is not our business. Don't get involved with it. These MFers said that they were not black. They don't do black. I ain't got nothing to do with black. But now all of a sudden there's a little bit of blackness here. There's a little bit of blackness there. Now the blackness is seeping in because they in fucking trouble. And then let's just pull some blacks on up into here so that we don't look so bad, and we can probably moonwalk the fuck on up out of here, and then go ahead and make sure that blacks take the fall. I hope Tariq Nasheed is paying attention to this. I know he is, but I certainly hope that he's speaking about this. This is disgusting of her.
Off care to children. It's utterly ridiculous. And I have to say, only a deplorable human being cannot decisively say it is wrong to target this community. We all heard what Donald Trump said from the White House to pretend
TDS
that this is some sort of opinion versus this opinion. No, we hear this right now. And so we have to call these things out with outrage, with righteous indignation that this type of thing, one day it's the Somali.
You see her name down here, Tiffany Cross, podcast co-host on the Native Land podcast. She can't even do the shit by herself. She as a YouTuber, going to talk negatively about another YouTuber because it doesn't align with her political beliefs. So she can do it. And Nick is white, so she can say all that too. So there's something wrong with you if you don't agree with Tiffany Cross.
Somali community. The next day, it's another community. What is hard about saying this is awful? What is hard about saying we should all care about children?
And it's not just
fuck them kids. You heard? I don't give a shit about nobody's kids but my own. I said that. I meant that, because y'all don't give a fuck about your own kids. And like I always say, I don't know why we required to give a fuck about yours when you don't give a shit about none of ours. That's always what it is. They always want you to come in later on and take their side and come up here with them. No, you take care of your kids. That's where the part of the problem with this free stuff is at. It's a bunch of motherfuckers with a bunch of kids. Give that shit to the veterans. Give that shit to the disabled. Give that shit to the elderly. Nah, y'all don't want to do that. Nah, y'all want to sit up here and give it to bitches who just had babies. Fuck that shit. They're also the ones that are complaining about doing a measly 20 hours a week in work and giving back. They don't ever give back. This woman on the screen is defending fraud. She's finding a way because of her Trump derangement syndrome. She's going to say that the Republicans, basically, conservatives, are wrong to sit up here and do something about this shit, say something about this shit, and anybody else that doesn't want to protect the kids, bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't even have any kids. Goodbye. I can't do it. Child, I know I missed the super chat, but let me let this mess go. Come on.
It's racist and xenophobic. It's actually dangerous because
liberal white woman, shut the fuck up too.
Is what Donald Trump is doing and targeting this community.
Y'all, why are they not talking about Tim and Ilion? It's their state. It's their responsibility. Why are they not doing anything about that or saying anything about that? Just skip the local officials. They bear no responsibility to anything. They don't have anything. They're poor things too because of Donald Trump, because he holds all this power over so many people. Poor Tim, poor Ilion. They just are they suffering in all of this. They bear no responsibility, your whole ass government officials. I don't even know who the mayor is. Y'all talking about the mayor. Who's the mayor? I don't know who the mayor is. Skip the mayor, skip the governor, skip the local officials, skip the aldermen, skip all of them and go straight to Donald Trump. Lord, help your people.
It's putting American citizens in danger because it is putting a target on their back. But there's something else that I think is really disturbing, to your point about who this YouTuber is, and that all of a sudden, because he made this video that has gone viral, now DHS and FBI are putting resources into this community.
Now, look, she is right about that, child. She is absolutely right about that. Those MFers should have been looking into this. They should have been down there. They should have been working through that shit. I agree completely. The fact that they didn't, that is a fucking concern for show. At the same time, all this alleged, we've been doing, not oversight. They didn't say the word oversight. There should be oversight done, of course. But that's the question that should have been asked. Where's your paperwork? What did you turn in? Who did a audit on any of these people, any of these things, any of these things? Every single social program is supposed to be audited, period. Where are the audits? Give me this year. Give me that year. So they fucking failed. They absolutely failed. But let me ask a question. Was Tim Tom the person that was the governor then? Because whoever the governor was before him, because I'm assuming he's only been one term, I'm not sure. So that means it's on them too. And anybody before him, it was on them too. So they just let that shit go? They all just let that shit go? All right, cool. Whatever, child.
All of a sudden,
well, they're not. I mean, because they actually had already. Well, that's the thing. I mean, those videos that we were showing, those are performative.
Pretending like they just found this out.
They're walking into a deli and asking questions and then saying, "Have a nice day." That's not how you investigate fraud.
Correct.
Actually, to the credit.
Is Abby a fraud investigator? Is this liberal white woman a fraud investigator? As someone who has done audits and compliance, I'm sure they don't know what the fuck they're talking about with regard to this as well. No one said that Nick Shirley was an investigator, but at the state level, they should have been doing it. That has nothing to do with Trump. That has to do with the people who are in charge right then and there. It's Ilion and it's fucking Tom or Tim Tom and it's whoever the fuck the mayor is. But skip all that, y'all. None of that matters. They all get a pass.
Of DOJ, they have been investigated.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
We do not care.